Right now, your dog is watching you a little differently than everyone else in the house. Most owners assume their dog loves every family member the exact same way, but that's not how a dog's brain actually works behind the scenes. Dogs form a clear mental ranking of every person around them, whether we notice it or not, and that ranking shows up in small behaviors most owners completely miss day after day. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where you stand in your own dog's mind, and one sign coming up later surprises almost every dog owner watching right now. So why do dogs even pick a favorite person in the first place? It comes down to trust, not fairness, and definitely not equal love. Dogs bond based on real associations, built through repeated moments, not through good intentions alone. They notice who feeds them consistently, who matches their energy, and who was there during their early life. This is why a rescue dog often bonds fastest with whoever adopted them, even if someone else does more daily care. It's not that the dog loves that person more as a person, it's that trust was built differently through specific patterns repeated over time, and once you understand that bonding is built through small daily moments, everything starts to make sense. So what does that trust actually look like in real, everyday behavior? Let's start with the very first sign, and it's happening more often than you think. The very first sign is something you've probably seen 100 times without realizing what it meant. It's sustained eye contact, and it's far more meaningful than most owners assume. When a dog locks eyes with someone specific, it's not random or accidental. This behavior is tied to oxytocin, the same bonding hormone released between parents and their newborn children. Every time your dog stares into your eyes, that hormone spikes in both of you at once. That's the biological foundation of the deep bond humans and dogs have shared for thousands of years. But there's a difference between a quick glance and genuine intentional eye contact. A glance is casual, almost automatic, and it doesn't carry much emotional weight behind it. Real eye contact is a check-in, a way of confirming that their person is still nearby. Picture a family walking together with the dog weaving between everyone on the leash. Even in that chaos, the dog keeps looking back toward one specific person again and again. That's the dog confirming their favorite person is still close enough to feel safe. Researchers have studied this exact behavior using eye-tracking technology on dogs in controlled settings. They found dogs consistently return their gaze to one specific person far more than anyone else. This wasn't about who held the treats or gave the most commands during testing. It was purely about comfort and a sense of emotional safety built over time. So next time your dog seems to stare at you for no clear reason, pay attention. That stare is often a quiet signal of trust most owners overlook completely. Eye contact tells you a lot, but it's really just the surface-level version of the story. The second sign is physical, and it shows up the moment you walk through the door. Dogs choose closeness based on comfort and safety, not convenience or who happens to sit closest. Watch closely and you'll notice they walk past an open lap to sit next to one specific person. This isn't about that person being the nearest option available at that exact moment. It's a deliberate choice, driven by which person feels the safest to be near. Sleeping position is another huge clue that most dog owners never really think about. Dogs often choose a specific person to nap beside, even when the whole family is present. That choice reflects deep trust, since sleep is when animals feel the most physically vulnerable. Leaning behavior is another version of this same signal, and it's easy to miss. When a dog leans their body weight against someone, it's a sign of comfort and closeness. Think about a typical evening where several people offered the same dog a spot on the couch. Everyone pats the cushion, calls the dog over, and offers the exact same invitation. But the dog consistently walks past almost everyone and settles next to just one person. There's nothing random about it, and it doesn't happen by pure coincidence. That's your dog's nervous system quietly telling you exactly who they trust the most. It's worth noticing where your dog chooses to rest during quiet moments at home. The couch, the bed, even the floor near someone's feet all carry meaning. These small daily choices add up to a clear pattern over weeks and months. But here's something interesting. Comfort during calm moments is one thing, but stress reveals even more. What happens when your dog feels scared, overwhelmed, or genuinely unsafe in the moment? That reaction is actually the clearest sign of all, and it's coming up right now. The third sign shows up during the most stressful moments a dog can experience. During thunderstorms, vet visits, or sudden loud noises, dogs seek out one specific person. This isn't just a simple preference, it's actually a deep survival instinct wired into their brain. In moments of real fear, dogs instinctively search for whoever feels like their safest option. This person becomes what psychologists call a secure base, similar to attachment theory in humans. Just like a scared child runs toward a trusted parent during an emergency, dogs do the same. Picture a 4th of July fireworks show lighting up the sky outside a family's home. Every dog in that house is startled, shaking, and desperately searching for somewhere safe to hide. But instead of running to just anyone nearby, the dog picks one specific person. They ignore every other family member and hide directly behind that one person's legs. This happens over and over in different stressful situations with the same predictable result. It's one of the clearest, most reliable signs of who a dog trusts the absolute most. Unlike casual affection, this reaction can't really be faked or forced through treats alone. Fear strips away politeness and reveals a dog's true instinctive sense of safety and trust. If you've ever wondered who your dog would run to during a genuine emergency, watch closely. That answer tells you almost everything you need to know about your real bond. Some owners find this a little painful if they aren't the one their dog chooses. But remember, this reaction isn't a rejection of anyone else in the home. It simply reflects one bond built through consistent, calm presence during difficult, overwhelming moments. But there's one more sign, and it's the one almost nobody notices right away. Here's the surprising sign almost every dog owner completely overlooks, even after years of ownership. Dogs often show favoritism through obedience, not through affection or constant physical closeness at all. They listen fastest and most consistently to the person they respect and trust the most. Here's the twist, though. That favorite person isn't always the one who cuddles them most often. Sometimes it's the person who sets clear, consistent boundaries and follows through every time. Picture a dog completely ignoring commands from one family member, no matter how sweetly they're asked. Yet that same dog responds instantly to another person, using the exact same words and tone. It isn't stubbornness, and it's not a fluke either. It's respect, built through structure, consistency, and predictable follow-through over a long period. Most owners assume affection alone equals ranking, but that assumption misses the full picture entirely. Respect and trust often matter just as much as cuddles and constant physical affection combined. Keep that in mind next time your dog seems to listen better to someone else. If you've noticed even one of these 4 signs in your own dog, comment below. Tell me which sign surprised you the most. I read every one of them. So here's what all 4 signs really mean once you put them together. Having a favorite doesn't mean your dog loves everyone else less in the home. It just means trust was built differently through small repeated moments over time. And the good news, you can absolutely become that favorite person starting today. Consistent feeding, calm engagement, and predictable structure can shift how a dog bonds. If you want to understand your dog on a much deeper level, hit subscribe. Every week I break down exactly what's happening inside your dog's mind and heart,